welcome back. Today I got a new video. I just made or released a video, I think yesterday, but I've got a new video for you today, and it's a little interesting one. This is my Echo blower, the PB 250LN model. I bought this 6 years ago, and funny story, 1 month short of 5 years ago, had the ignition coil go out on this, and took it into the dealer to get it repaired, and they were asking me for receipts, and I was like, 5 years ago? I don't know if, I don't think I have the receipt. And they were like, well, for you to get your warranty work, you've got to have the receipt. It's like, man, but I warranty registered that with Echo when I bought it. I'm pretty sure. They were like, nope, we just need to see your receipt and then we'll replace it. Ends up being that ignition coil was like $140 with install and all that, and these new were probably about $200, $230. So they were like, and it's good that that you were within the warranty, and I kept the receipt online. I take pictures with my cell phone of my receipts, and I put them on Google Images for safe storage. So I was like, man, I don't know if I have it or not, but I came home and searched, and I did find it, and I presented them, you know, on my phone, the receipt, and they're like, okay, so we'll replace it. It took them like 3 weeks to get it done because they weren't in a hurry to do it, but I got it replaced, and like just a month left on the warranty, or a few days. And they were like, man, that is a pretty nice leaf blower for being this old. And I was like, no, I take care of my stuff. And I'm surprised they didn't try to steal it and sell it for a premium price and say, oh, you know, hey, it got stolen or got lost. But I took it to a certified real dealer, and they don't pull that stuff. So I'm just making that up. But yeah, so here we go. I haven't changed anything on this in the 6 years I've had this. I had this exact same model, or almost identical, maybe, because it was, now it'd be about 10 years old. That one got stolen out of my garage when my garage was broken into. So I immediately went out, bought another one, and I replaced it with this model right here, which almost is identical. I can't remember what the first one was. But yeah, so I've had two of these now, but I got a new one that I just bought today. This one needs service from me. I haven't changed anything as far as I remember. I haven't done anything to this other than having that warranty work done on that ignition coil, or whatever, you know, the official term of that is. So I've got to buy, I bought the kit that you have to buy, and they make you buy all three things, which is not a bad thing, and it really doesn't save you that much money. It probably costs more than to buy all three together, because I've heard that they charge more than if you were to buy these individually, these individual pieces. But we're going to do that. The reason why I'm motivated to do this is that I'm not being able to get the full wind out. This is a two-stroke. The full wind out on the RPM, which gives me the most, you know, force of the air blowing out. It kind of hangs just short of that. And so I'm like, man, it's obviously got to be, because I haven't done any maintenance on it. It's either the spark plug, so I got a replacement spark plug. I was going to do the E3 spark plug, but to buy the kit, you have to buy the Eco spark plug, the Eco filter that goes in there. I mean, I pretty much probably need that. Mine's not super dirty. And it also comes with a fuel filter. All right, here's the little kit that Echo makes you buy. It's got the fuel filter. It's got the air filter, the fuel filter that goes in the little gas tank, and the spark plug. Any one of these things could be causing my motor to not be able to hit maximum RPM, and therefore giving me the most thrust and the most air blowing out of it. To a larger unit, this is one of my favorite things to use of my lawn equipment. It's the most easy to use, and it's the most rewarding, because you get to blow everything off your land and blow it in the street and blow it around and make everything look so much better. All right, first I'm going to do the plug. That's what I initially was wanting to do, was to change the plug out. And like I said, I had the E3 plug. You know, some people were like, hey dude, you need to get this plug. This is the best plug. It works so much better than the standard NGK plug, or this, yeah, this is the NGK R plug. So yeah, but it's specified to fit this one right here. So we're going to take this off, and it's a little hot, so I'll put my foot right here. As far as I know, this plug hasn't been changed in 6 years. I know they didn't change it at the Echo dealer when I took it in for that warranty works, because why would they? They complimented me and were like, man, that's 5 years old. That thing looks brand new. Man, you take care of your stuff. And I was like, yeah, I do take care of my equipment. But this plug is going to be hot, so I'm going to have to get some pliers to grab it and show you what it looks like. All right. My camera doesn't focus up really close, so I don't need to get it too close to the camera lens when I can digitally zoom in. I looked at it earlier, and it looks a little worn. It's got a little divot in the electrode part, the metal part that sticks out and receives the spark. It's been worn. I mean, it's been used. The color is pretty good. It was a little wider when I pulled it out last night just to double check it. And now it looks a little more brown, so it looks better today than it did yesterday. But yeah, so this is just to tell you, it's a NGK BP M8Y. There you go. I don't know, I kind of thought about not getting this kit and just putting this away in the garage, but might as well make a video and make sure it's working well. I don't know, maybe put it up for sale. These things run forever if you take care of them, which obviously I take care of mine. And don't lose it here in the grass. So this is the BP MR8Y, but it says NGKR on the other side. So brand new plug, let's put that one in. First we're gonna see if this resolves my issue and allows my leaf blower to rev out. And I did warm it up for a couple of minutes before I hit full throttle. That's what I always do. I don't always just start it right away and hit full throttle. I let it warm up. Oh man, there's like a bug right there when I was putting it in. Hopefully a bug didn't go in there. Make sure I don't have it cross-threaded. All right, let's see what it sounds like and if it revs out. Maybe I have to let it idle for a little bit. All right, it's just not getting over that peak where the RPMs are kicking in and where two-stroke engines shine where they rev out. It's just not doing it. Maybe I'll let it run a little bit longer, make sure it's heated up fully off video. But now we're gonna replace the air filter. So here we go. Here's the new one. Here's the 6-year-old one. We can clearly see a difference, but let's put that in. All right, simple enough. Let's fire it up, fire it up. I don't really hear that winding out sound that I think it did when it was more new. And I don't see any real adjustment screws other than this idle screw right here. There's an apparent idle screw that just lengthens the arm to the throttle. I don't see anything where I could adjust high or low speed. It might be on the underside, but I just don't see it. Maybe the carb needs to be cleaned, maybe. So here we go. The next step, being 6 years old, they recommend replacing this every season. And I put aftermarket fuel filters on both of my mowers. They're 50 micron. I don't know what the reading of this one is. Oh, it's the stone type, so it may be, you know, 50, 60, 75 micron. But this goes in the tank. So maybe I have done research, and the possibility of my blower not reaching peak RPM could be the plug, the air filter, or the fuel filter. So that's what we're going to change next. All right, I had the camera crap out as usual. All right, well, here's the old fuel filter. I'm going to re-edit or show you here. You use a little tool. Yeah, I didn't have a purpose-built tool. I just had some baling wire in the garage, and so I just cut a little piece off, looped it around. That way you can stick that into the tank and grab the in-tank fuel filter. Simple enough. It pulls off. Here's the old one. It looks very different. Of course, it's 6 years old. It looks like it's kind of a felt material. And this one that I put on, the new one, like I guess is that porous stone, like you find in compressors that filter out moisture and vapor. They're much more fine. This is like a stone. Let me go ahead and pull it off. Oh man, drop it in the grass. Not good, but it's slippery because it's got fuel on it, but you can see the difference. Can't get too close, sorry. But yeah, so maybe it needs to be replaced. Make sure there's no grass. Oh, it's slippery. And I'm dropping it in the grass and the dirt. All right, just push it on. Push it on just like that, and then push it back down there in the tank. I hate it when the camera malfunctions. But see, I could very easily be putting some dirt and some little grass pieces into the tank, so that's why it's so important to have a fuel filter, a dedicated fuel filter in before it goes into the carburetor. I mean, who wants to rebuild a carburetor or take it off and rebuild it, clean it, and then put it back together? That's like maybe an hour to 2 hour process. But there, that's back in the tank now. This is junk. And put our fuel cap back on. Let's see if it runs better. All right, my findings are it runs a little bit better, it runs a little higher RPM, but it's not where I think it should be. Because when you use a blower like this, you want to have maximum output for what you're doing. You know, the saving in the size and the maneuverability that you're getting in the smaller unit. You want maximum output. I don't think it's giving me maximum output, maybe just short. But I'll let you know. We'll update a video here in the future and let you know. But everything's been replaced on as far as maintenance. But yeah, that's cool. I hope you enjoyed my video, found it informative and helpful. But before I go, I'm going to show you what I got next or I'm going to personally use after this and kind of put this up in the garage or put it for sale. All right, here we go. I just purchased it. How do we open this up? Oh yeah, right here. Presentation. A new backpack blower. Which one is this? The PB50580H or T, but they classify it as an HT. It was $399. And it's going to be a lot easier because I'm going to be able to put it on my back instead of lugging this thing around with my hand with it floating around. You know, I don't like that. I don't like it nearly as much. I've always wished for like probably the last 7 years, wish I had something that had the unit that, you know, that you put your hand on the trigger and had this and you could just maneuver and you had it on your back. So much better. I gotta be wary because I'll bump my head. But very, very cool. I'm excited to get this. But yeah, there you go.